Hi, I'm Hannah Rooney. As you just heard, I'm a socially engaged researcher and public sector service designer with Context Studio here in Dublin, but I wasn't always a designer. A long, long time ago, a recession hit, and doing what you love wasn't always an option for everybody. So I took the hard road, and as a young one, I was kind of strong-armed, I suppose, into financial security, and nothing says security like business degree. So we started here. I started as a sales dev in LinkedIn. So I fell into sales, drumming up leads, and then most recently was working as an enterprise CSM with Intercom, helping their most strategic customers help see results. So I know what you're thinking, the glamour. Well, it wasn't all champagne, winning hams and selling pens. It also crushed my soul at times, but I actually learned to love aspects of it. And now, when I'm out of the trenches, I can really appreciate the lessons that it taught me along the way. So change was afoot. I was always customer mad. I was obsessed with how they use the product, why they use the product, what was hindering them from using the product. So with a lot of lovely coaching and mentoring, with someone here in the room, Lindsay Duncan, I was able to move into research. But my dreams were calling. So here's me having made a banana phone with an Arduino, significantly more fun than calling customers. But I eventually got to live a real life dream come true and go back and do interaction design and NCAD full-time masters. So when it comes to intelligent design, I think that encompasses being smart with our resources, building on what we already know rather than ripping up the hymn sheet. I'm a big believer in recycling, so I've recycled some of my life lessons here today. Some of them might be no-brainers, but I'm hoping it'll help you think of your own. Number one, know your champion. Know them and love them because they're your Trojan horse, your secret weapon. But don't fall into the seniority trap. Sometimes the person that has the most influence can be the intern. So look beyond the title and be smart with who you partner with and pamper them. Give them all the training, all the resources, all the insider knowledge. Send them interesting products that you come across. Teach them about design. But most importantly, craft a vision together. Because with that vision, it'll invest in empowering them to bring others along rather than flapping about yourself. So if you've chosen the right champion, their network will trust them more than you, and your mission will be extrapolated more than you could ever imagine. So make your champion a hero, and they'll do the work internally that you'll never be able to do. Find out what drives them, what motivates them. Are they working towards a promotion? What does that promotion mean for them? Does it mean that they can get a mortgage and buy their family a home? Uncovering people's real drive will help you align beyond a stale KPI template. But now, I've only ever seen clients get really angry if they can't see what's going on. If they can't get in touch with you, if you've gone quiet, if they haven't heard from you. So I've learned to over-communicate. Even if there's no update, even if the roof is on fire, give them a window into what's happening. Be upfront, honest, and timely. I find if you're proactive and available for people, they'll forgive you a host of sins, well, almost anything. And on communication, the beginning of any project, map out who you need to be communicating with and how. So I think of this like a cake. So you've got those that are only there to sing happy birthday. They want to see the candles and the pretty icing. That would be your CEOs, your senior directors. So give them the 4 bullet points. They need to know the recipe is there, but save it for the other bakers. Most people in the next stakeholder group are going to stay to eat a slice of the cake. So they need to see the structure of the cake, the layers. They need to know it tastes good, whether it has nuts or not. So they don't need to know the grainy details of how much flour went into it, but there's always the case for the cohort that will need the recipe, the ingredients and the method. Don't underestimate the importance of making your work replicable. It has huge implications on the longevity and impact of your work. So even if no one's asking for it, document incessantly and don't keep your recipe hidden in notebooks. Keep all the details available for someone. Now, don't be afraid to say no. An early no can be a game changer for building trust if you know something isn't a right fit. And if a stakeholder's intended impacts, outcomes, and decisions to be made are not clear at the start, push them on it. The most value you can bring sometimes in a kick-off call is getting them to question the strategy and see the wood from the trees. They'll thank you later. All of these lessons have helped me to move beyond being a designer in my own swim lane into being a more strategic partner. So the depth of thought and intricate sensitivity to relevance and impact is something that only us designers can bring. So I look to you. What golden nuggets can you bring from your weird and wonderful past in the dusty old places that you never thought to look that might help us all as designers be more intelligent in our design? Thank you.